Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of Cheetah Vet Cases. Today we'll be talking about lameness, and we start off with little Sif. 10-month-old Sif, who lives together in a group with Freya that you've seen earlier, managed to get himself in a jam. These young cheetahs can be very jumpy, and Sif got a scare and broke his leg. Now at the time we did not have any orthopedic equipment, so we put a splint and a stabilizing bandage on Sif to see how he would manage it when he wakes up. Sif handled that first round pretty well, and soon we had to change the bandaging and put something more sturdy on there. We took the opportunity to do follow-up radiographs. This is what we saw. The limb was still very unstable, so it was not a surprise when there was no new bone formation, like nothing. It was also no inflammation or granulation tissue found there. Both the ulnar and the radius had complete fractures. The best way to manage this would be placing a plate on one of the bones and probably a pin on the other, but unfortunately we do not have the equipment for this. So we chose to put on a fiberglass casting, which would be solid enough and stable enough to aid with the healing. It will take months for this limb to recover properly, and hopefully we can maintain the same length as it was before. Sif being a young cat and quick growing, we didn't have any doubts that he would heal on his own. Dr. Iman did a great job applying the cast. The good news is that Sif took well to the fiberglass casting and he wasn't given much problems with it. The bad news is that on follow-up x-rays there was not much changes to the bone, and the length of the leg was much shorter than normal due to overlapping of the fracture. The plan would be to bring in an orthopedic surgeon with equipment to fix this with a proper plate. So we have Darth, whose lameness on the right hind limb progressively worsened. From sight you can see that there is dorsal advancement of the hind limb. That means the femur is much higher than the hip than where it should be. The x-rays show that it's not even attached to the pelvis. His condition would only get worse with time, but for now we can only manage his pain and see if he can live a comfortable life. Unfortunately for most wild animals in captivity, maintaining an adequate quality of life is the priority.